Alright, let's talk about the Model 3 battery warranty. I did a video about this previously, but as of you see, December 20th, Tesla came out with the full specs, the full text on the Model 3 warranty. And the biggest difference here is this 70% battery capacity retention guarantee. Now, that does sound great, but let's get to the bad stuff first, which is what I reported previously, and that is that instead of getting like Model S and X, well, the base warranty is the same. We're talking about the battery. See, the drive unit and battery warranty. It says here, and actually I'm not sure about drive unit. I'll have to look this up. Model S and X have the warranty for 8 years. See, like the Model S and X, the warranty on the powertrain is 8 years. Now, when I say powertrain, I'm wondering if it's the whole thing, battery and drive system, or just battery. Okay, but unlike the S and X, the Model 3 does have a limit on mileage. 100,000 mile limit warranty on the standard range battery, and 120,000 mile on the long range, which is the only one they're selling right now. So that's a big difference because I already have 40,000 plus miles on my Model X, and I only had it since March of 2017. So I'm putting a lot of mileage on. I would blow past this warranty in a second. And I'm going to end up testing the outer limits of whatever Tesla is capable of with their batteries, I can tell you that. But this 70% retention rate is something that's brought in for the competition of who the Model 3 is competing with. Because if you look at this, the Chevy Bolt has a 60% guaranteed limit over the life of over the 8 years. Nissan Leaf guarantees 66% of the capacity over the same timeline, up to 100,000 miles in 8 years. So this is really competing with them, which is obviously a much lower standard, and are also a lot less expensive vehicles. So you're not going to be able to really. That's the downside. I have a feeling if you drive a lot of mileage with a Model 3 and you end up killing the battery, it may end up costing you just as much as an S or an X over time for replacing the batteries, depending upon how long these things actually last. And like I said, I'm going to find out how long these things actually last. So, but in comparison, Tesla, it says here, placed its own battery capacity retention warranty a little bit higher than the competition. So that's good. That looks, for Model 3 buyers, that's a good thing. And it says here, the battery, like all the miles, will gradually experience power loss. I don't know what if anything I've lost in mine in 40+ thousand miles. I'm guessing it's something. And I'm not even sure how I would go about testing that. So if you have some ideas on how I can test my battery range loss, please let me know in the comments, and I will take that to heart. I want to do some type of testing where I can figure out how much range it has lost over time. I'd like to do that around 50,000 miles actually. So please comment below, let me know the kind of testing I can do that would check out that range loss. And again, this in summary, this is basically telling you that the Model 3 is a low price car. Don't expect to drive a ton of miles on it, and without paying for new batteries yourself. And if anybody knows what's included in this, actually here is the warranty. Maybe I'll flip through it real quick. Let me just flip through it real quick. Okay, here it is. I found it. This does say everything together as battery and drive unit. And of course, just like the Model S and X that I had mentioned in a previous video, drive unit is not defined. And if you check my videos, you'll find somewhere where I actually talked to somebody at a Tesla service center, and they gave me the definition of what drive unit is. And it's actually, I think, 3 components: the inverter, the motor, and the gearbox. But it's none of that specified here. It just does talk about battery and drive unit as the same warranty. So I think it's a little bit different than what they were originally planning that I had seen on their website. So that's good for consumers. And do note the fine print though. It says that it will repair or replace it with a factory reconditioned or remanufactured unit. When replacing a battery, Tesla will ensure that the energy capacity of the replacement battery is at least equal to that of the original battery before the failure occurred. So don't expect to get a new battery. That's what they're saying. And it'll be just as good as whatever condition yours was in. So that, I don't know what that's going to mean for me, but my guess is these terms probably apply to S and X as well. And there it is again, at least equal to, okay, the battery. Actually, this is saying battery or drive unit. They'll repair it with a, so they're saying drive unit also, same specs for drive unit as just for battery. So there you have it. And let me know about any comments you have, anything you've noticed about what this might mean for consumers in the comments below. Thanks for watching.